We are live. Welcome to the AgioCast channel. Happy Independence Day to my fatherland and the country of Nigeria. Happy Independence Day to Nigerians living in the diaspora, and happy Independence Day to Nigerian Americans. This is the first independence. Anyway, I think this is probably the only, maybe, let me don't say it, but this is probably the only video I'm going to do this weekend. Um, Maybe if I feel like doing another one, I will. But I think this is just probably the one I'm gonna do. Um, I want to have an uncomfortable talk. This is conversations most men do not like to have. They only have it with one another. It's locker room talk. Locker room talk, golf course talk, beer parlor talk. Excuse me. I want to take. I don't want to speak for all men, but one thing I know about men is we do have there's some variance, don't get me wrong, but we do have similar kind of thinking, but we're different. And I'm talking in generality, you know. Of course, every man has his peculiarities and what they like and what they don't like, or what they can tolerate or what they cannot tolerate. But I want to have some conversations. And some of my audience, if you do decide to watch this video and listen to what I'm saying, I am not coming at you. Don't take it like I'm using you as an example or I'm coming at you, because I'm not. I'm having an uncomfortable conversation, an uncomfortable monologue. If you can't handle what I'm saying, then I suggest you should not watch my video. I suggest you should not watch my video. But anyway, let's get on with it. Twerking. Look, I like to see twerk, right? But I'm older now, and that's for the birds. And I've seen, being older and haven't lived at least this long, I've seen some of the damage it has done in our community. And I'm not saying people should not twerk, but twerking should not be the foundation of what people are. In fact, they call twerking black culture. Is twerking black culture for real? Is twerking black culture? You know, um, let me pull up some YouTube videos here. Let me see. Calabari dance. In Africa, they don't twerk, but they do shake. Women dance in a way that they shake their behinds, right? But that's not twerking. That's called a dance, where the people in the village or the people in the town come together and they're playing the music and they're hitting the drums and the women are dancing and they're shaking, you know. And yes, they shake their behinds, they shake their femininity, but that's not twerking. That's an acceptable practice. It's an acceptable norm by that group of people that share their culture. But twerking is that black culture. Twerking is not acceptable majority in the black community. So it can be a black culture. Twerking as a norm, it is a culture on its own. But is it a black thing? Where did twerking really start? The art of shaking your ass. It started with the rap videos. I might be wrong, but in my opinion, it started with the video vixens, you know, Country Grammar Nelly, Ludacris. There's a whole bunch of rappers that have females that will twerk and clap their butt, right? But is that really black culture? Or was that something that just came out because they use women in their videos to draw in views? Sex sells. We all know that, right? Um, Let me show you Tanzania. Tanzania. Uh, damn. Let me find this guy. Diamond. There's one particular song I like, but uh, let me look for him on my. I forgot the name of that song. Diamond. Insemana. Yeah, in Nasema Nawe. I think it's from Tanzania. Nasema Nawe. I love that video. Let me see. Alright. Fair use, fair use. Alright. Oh, okay. Alright. Hold on. Okay. You guys are gonna see that. These are women are from Tanzania. All right. Fair use, fair use. I just wanted to show that short clip. I don't want them to strike my channel for copyright. That song is by Platinum Diamond Nasama Nawe. That's the credit. I'll have to put that in the title of this video. Now that's a dance. Yes, their behind was shaking, but that's a cultural dance. How is that different from twerking and booty clapping? How is that really different from twerking and booty clapping? I tell you the difference. The difference is the that's a dance that is accepted in that people's culture. Those women were well dressed, they didn't expose nothing, and they danced. And part of the dancing was shaking their behind. Okay. It's a particular dance to their tribe in Tanzania. I'm from the Ijaw tribe, Calabar ethnic group. We have our dances where the women shake their behinds. Little children watch, the elderly watch. People are entertaining those dances. But let's look at twerking and the booty clapping dances. Is that acceptable in the black community? Majority of black people in the black world or in the black community? No. So it's not the culture. You know, it's not the culture. People want to twerk. Okay, fine. Go twerk for your boyfriend or your husband. If you're in the party, in the club, there's nothing wrong with that. But you can't just go to a stadium and just twerk or go to a restaurant and stand on the table and just twerk like the women did in the restaurant in Dallas. Then when the man tried to stop them, they tried to cancel the man. He just opened that business. Now, why am I really talking about this? I watched the video clip on the Breakfast Club. I don't want to mention their name. I'm really getting sick of them. I've been watching them for years, but man, I'm getting sick of that radio show. Um, they only call out the people that they want to call out, and they don't call out the people that are their friends. They don't call out those people, but I'm not going to talk about them. And what I was watching on the Breakfast Club was Lizzo did a TED talk talking about twerking. And I'm not going to play the Breakfast Club clip because I want no issues as far as copyright. and them seizing my channel. So I'm just gonna read this clip from my TED talk. Um, Something about a TED talk. All right, so Lizzo did a TED talk, and before we even go into the Lizzo TED talk, let's talk about body positivism. Now, I'm not into fat shaming women. I've dated heavy set women. I've dated slim women. I just like women, right? I'm not into shaming women on their bodies, but we cannot ignore. I have to be careful. We cannot ignore some of the things these BBWs are doing, and the leader of their group is Lizzo. And I'm not here to shame Lizzo. She does what she does. She's a multimillionaire, whatever it is. But a lot of impressionable young girls are seeing that and following the wrong example. Um, Let me digress a little bit. When Lil Nas X came out, this was before he became the way he became. I knew he was gay. I have no problem with gay people. I'm not homophobic, but I don't have to agree with the lifestyle, but I have to agree with their freedom to live in the manner they wish to live, right? And he came out with that song, whatever the name of the song is. Um, what this? Oh, God, I'm having brain fog this evening. Lil, Lil Nas X Country. Is it Old Country Road? Country song. Old Town Road. Anyway, let me. He came out with that song, and my children liked the song. They were singing the song. One time when I went to go pick up my kids, I had daddy weekend. I went to go pick up my kids, and they were singing the songs I was playing in my car, and they were singing the song almost word for word. They were trying their best. They liked the song, and even though they might not know that he's gay, but I know he's gay, right? It's some gay men that have songs that I like, not because they're gay that I won't listen to their song. They have a good product out there. I'll patronize their product, you know. Um, anyway, that song was a good song. Me necessarily, the song was not really my thing, but the children liked the song, and when the kids were singing it, I was singing along with them. Now, Lil Nas X went on the Breakfast Club, and he had done some pornographic videos. To me, they're pornographic, even though there was no sex. The whole gay naked man, the whole gay concept. I don't even want to say gay. It was just something else. Whatever. He's always trending for some reasons that I don't agree with. Let me just say that. But this is the problem that I had with Lil Nas X. They asked him on the Breakfast Club that some of the things he's putting out there in his videos, he's not worried about influencing kids. And he said, "Fuck your kids." This is what this guy said. He said, he said, "F your kids." But kids listen to his music and he got rich off of that. I have a problem with that. Yes, it's our duty as parents to guide our kids and protect our kids from stuff like this, from what they're listening to and what they're watching, so it doesn't affect their formative while they're, in their formation, trying to become teenagers and adults, right? Uh okay, why I'm getting replies from my YouTube. Yes. This guy is stupid as shit. He's dumb as heck. Let me. First of all, you can't even hold a good conversation. You know, the good conversation. You're not worth going back and forth with. All right, I'm match energy, and I can go ahead and just this guy. Let me see. Uh, there you go. Bam. How about that? Anyway, that whole text typing is tied to this conversation. Anyway, so body positivism. Um, I have no issue with that. But the thing about body positivity, in fact, let me read this. Body positivity is a social movement focused on the acceptance of all bodies, regardless of size, shape, skin tone, gender, physical abilities, while challenging present day beauty standards as undesirable social construct. Proponents focus on the appreciation of functionality and health of human body. The people that oppose body positivity and the psychological appearance. Okay, body positivity, they mention the acceptance of all bodies, regardless of shape, size, and skin tone, gender, and physical abilities. But in our current climate, body positivism is only on size and shape. I don't see body positivists advocates talking about the positivism of their skin color. Maybe uh, melanin talk, okay, scratch that. Or gender. I don't see them promoting that. I don't see those people promoting that. They only promote the BBW, that big woman thing. Let's not look. I'm not showing no heavy set woman. This is not what this stuff is about. But people like Lizzo, they're the champions of this. The problem with being big like that, women at that age, you run risk of cardiovascular failure, heart disease, diabetes. Um, if you're sick just from the flu, it affects all these other areas. It makes you unhealthy. Um, I will always promote health first. I will always promote health first instead of body positivity. Like if there's a bigger lady and she's cute or whatever, hey, I'll give her compliments. I'm not into fat shaming people. No. But let's be real here. Let's have this uncomfortable talk. I will never let people that I love just be fat. Yes, I said the word fat. If I see that you're getting fat, I'm like, hey, you're getting fat, man. You need to hit the gym. I've gotten fat before. In fact, as a matter of fact, I am obese by my BMI standards. I think I'm 15 pounds overweight, which is a lot. And I look slimmer and skinny. By my body standards, by my BMI standards, I am overweight. So I can talk about this. There's people like Lizzo, that is morbid obesity. So she want to go out there and promote people to accept their bodies the way they are, but we're not looking at the damage that is coming down the road as you get older. Accept us for how we look, accept yourself. There's nothing wrong about being confident in how you look, regardless of your shape, size, skin tone. There's nothing wrong with that. Most women that I know that were into body positivism or body positivity, whatever you want to call it, right? They've not always been confident. They're always self-conscious about themselves. But I see them going to body positivity conferences where they wear these big women wear these bikini two-piece suits and they show off their fluff. I see them doing all that stuff. But when they come back to reality, they're self-conscious. It becomes a psychological thing for them. They being psych they worry about how people look at them. Then they worry about their weight. They worry about their health. They worry about a lot of things. So why even engage in body positivity, fully knowing that you're very self-conscious on how you look? Why don't you just challenge yourself to just eat better and exercise and be aware and do the best on shedding the pounds? Why do you have to listen to Lizzo going on TED Talks talking about stuff like this? Now she went on TED Talks to talk about um where's that? Oh Lord, did I? Okay, she went on TED Talks to talk about twerking, and she said I shared my opinion on YouTube, and some guy insulted me, and so I responded based on what we was talking about on the Breakfast Club radio show. But anyway, let me see. I'm trying not to read everything. So Lisa revealed that she initially learned how to twerk at the club in Houston as a teen. And although it was new to her at the time, she sincerely researched the history of twerking. She said she sincerely researched the history of twerking. She said that what people know today was twerking drew heavy inspiration from West Africa. It wasn't twerking. People did not see raw buttocks clapping in West Africa. They beat women like that. They will shame you. And it's not the men that will beat you up. Other women will beat your ass up. Excuse my language. But she said she did the research. It came from West Africa. I doubt how far her research went. She should. You know what? All right. Let me keep reading this stuff. Um, the inspiration. Wait, she said that what people know today as twerking drew heavy inspiration from West Africa. That's such as Mapoka. Okay, Mapoka, the Awilo Bongo Bar, the Congo dances, and all that. But they weren't salacious twerking. Yes, they shake their bodies, but they don't go to restaurant and twerk and dance. All right. Um, we made twerking a global cultural phenomenon. It became today. All right. She said everything that black people create, from fashion to music to the way we talk, is co-opted and appropriated by pop culture. Lisa continued circling back around to why she wanted to do the TED Talks in the first place. Ultimately, she hopes she can help prevent the erasure of blackness from twerking. Oh God. adding that it is not a trend and is a celebration of sexual liberation. I twerk because I'm talented. Yeah, you twerked during the Lakers game with kids and families. Okay. Um, this is what she said. I twerk because I'm talented, she explained, because I'm sexual, but not because not I twerk because I'm talented, she explained, because I'm sexual, but not to be sexualized. I twerk to my own power, to reclaim my blackness, my culture. I twerk for fat. These are our own words. I twerk for fat, black, because being fat and black is beautiful. Watch the full talk above. I don't want to play that video. And I put up a discussion forum beneath the Breakfast Club. I said, why didn't See the God and DJ Envy, why did they keep quiet on the BS of what she was saying? Is twerking our culture really? Because that's what she said in the full video. I watched the video. She said twerking is black culture. Then I was getting a whole bunch of response. This guy PD Green, that 808 King, first of all tried to come school me. So first of all, um, hold on. I had more people that agreed with me, and I didn't have nobody disagree with me. Even the people that were talking crap did not disagree with me. These are keyboard warriors. They tell you shut the F up, and they talk all kinds of crap, your mama stuff, blah blah blah. I match energies. I don't care. Okay, so some people. Okay, where's all my conversations? Yeah. All right. So the first guy, he said, not nothing. Go look up African traditional dances. Even in Muslim countries, they have traditional forms of dancing. I could easily post links to prove to this old line as Africa holier than thou not case on here. So he's insulting me because I have my African name on here. I didn't need to respond. Well, I did respond to him. I said, yes, then PD Green was backing him. He said, yes, many of the traditional African Arabian dances use movement known in the America as twerking. You act like African people are holier than thou. You see, I never said African people were holier than thou. These people can't hold conversations. So they attacked me as an African and attacked my background. They don't even know me, but they just attacked the whole group, a whole race. They attacked the whole race. Um, this guy is an idiot. Somebody said because it's not a black culture. Then Ferguson came back and said, yes, culture index, but it's not accepted and practiced by majority of black people. Then it's not black culture, but it's twerk culture, two different things. This is what I told him. I said, yes, it is a culture, but it's not acceptable or practiced by majority of black. Then it's not black culture, but it's twerk culture. They're two different things. There's difference between twerk culture and black culture. I argue that it's not the black culture because majority of black folks do not accept twerking as a normal cultural practice. It's only people that are musicians in Hollywood that put it out in platforms on Instagrams and on TV in their music video, try to make it a culture. I don't argue with lanes. This guy came for me. You guys said utopian activists say kinda is either you know some or you ain't black for real. You accuse my blackness. I said, okay, this is the worst position to support your argument. I can say I'm blacker than you because I'm African. There you go. Does that make me right? No. I hate typing on YouTube. See, let's see. Edit. Uh, uh, okay. Um. Anyway, they could even argue their point and be focused on insulting me rather than arguing their point. So I'm not even worried about it. They're not on my level. So that's what I wanted to address. One of the things that I wanted to address is twerk culture is not black culture. It's not acceptable in black culture. A lot of women will not let their daughters twerk. It's not an acceptable practice. The older ladies are not going to be twerking. You see, the African dances, the older ladies can dance like that. And I mean the older ladies, the women that can actually dance, women that can dance from 70 years, from 40 years to 70. They do dance like that. And the younger ladies learn from them. But when I just seen a 70-year-old twerk and clap her ass, clap her booty, just because R&B and hip hop celebrities or movie celebrities or all these Instagram influencers or IG models or what all these people have the platform to put stuff out like this, they make it a culture. And low kids see these things and they copy and emulate such behaviors and they start twerking. It's not a culture. It is a twerk culture, yes, because a group of people are doing it and they like doing it. But is it generally accepted in the black community, in the people in the areas where you live? No. So I think I've made my point. Um, the other point I want to make, I want to talk about another uncomfortable conversation I want to talk about is dating. I did a video. Okay, I'll watch that later. I did a video. Not I did a video. I saw an Instagram video that I reposted on my page. Um, these two young fellows took two young ladies out, and I assume it's their girlfriends. Those are the girlfriends to those two guys. And I think it was a staged video. I think it was meant to spark conversation, and this is where I got into the conversation where I put it up so that people can put their opinions. Um, I always like opinions, so but if I do respond to opinions either in text or doing a video, is not meant to shame the person that hold that opinion. So if you're gonna watch my video, this is just me disagreeing. If I countered or make any argument against your position, it's just me disagreeing with you. It's not me coming at you personally. I don't do ad hominem attacks. But anyway, so I did put up the video. Um, shoot, I don't know if I can find it now because it's not a full video on my thingy on my Instagram page. Oh, oh, my back hurts. I have to go work out, man. I need a massage. I don't think I'll see the video. I'm not sure if it's in my story or not. Let me see if it's in my story. Give me a second here. I don't think it's in my story. It's gone. But anyway, these two guys took these two ladies out, and the bill came. And one of the guys showed this receipt. It's about $77, whatever it was. I know I've taken women out on dates, and If I take a woman out on a date, not necessarily I'm trying to smash that night, but I'm hoping to smash. If I'm taking out on a date, it's because there's a reason for it. What's the purpose of dating? Dating does not work. I've already done a video about dating. It does not work. But in our contemporary times, when we try to um, draw a woman's attention and you try to date them, what's the purpose of us trying to date men trying to date women? Hey, can you give me some time out of your day? And I'm going to take some time out of my day and my resources to take you out so I can get to know you. What's the end goal of the man? I just don't take any woman out on dates. I can speak for most men on this issue because that's the norm. Most men just don't take any woman. I can just go see a woman right now. I'm like, you know what? Let's go out on a date, and we'll go out on this date, and we'll come back. There's no interaction as far as sex is concerned. She can go back to her house. I go back to my house. What's the point of doing that? Why am I can pick any random woman off the street and hey, let's go out on a date. Let me spend my hard-earned money and resources trying to please your ass, knowing fully well that it's not going to go nowhere. And after that date, you're just gonna go your separate way. I'm gonna go my separate way. It's stupid. Date is pretty much an investment upfront. It's a social contract. Hey, I'm trying to get your attention over here. And why is a man trying to get a female attention? Because he finds her attractive. How do men find women attractive? It is sexual in nature. When the man sees a woman, the first thing that comes into our head is, okay, she's fine. Okay, ooh. What do you think comes to our head? I would like to hit that. We might not say it, we might not show it, but that's what we're thinking. Okay, let me get to know her. Hell, hi. My name is Odumie. What's your name? Where do you work? What do you do for a living? What are your interests? Would you mind a coffee date? Or would you mind to go out on a date with me? I would like to take a beautiful woman on a date like you. I'd like to take a beautiful woman like you on a date. Right? What do you think is coming to my mind? So in that video, the guys were asking the girls, babe, what we doing tonight? She's like, well, I'm going to bed. He's like, well, we got to split the bill then. And his friend dapped him, right? I wish I can play the shorter version. Let me play the shorter version. I just couldn't find the main video. Hey, what are we doing tonight? Okay. What are we doing when we go home? I'm going to sleep. What? I guess we split. What do you mean? Let me check. Where the waiter at? Wow. Hey, what are we doing tonight? Yeah, this is what the video cut short. Those guys were not wrong. I know it's a stage video, but those guys were not wrong. So I received let me put this up. I received some comments on here. And this is where people that let me come from a place. Let me come from a classic place. I don't want to look like I'm attacking these ladies' comments. This is somebody that I know. I made a comment there. And she says, so you're paying for sex? Cheap. Pay at that? What do you think a man does when he takes a woman out for a date? He is paying for sex. Hello? It's a social contract. The social contract is, hey, I want your time so I can take you out and get to know you. And I can do all these things to please you. Hopefully, I can lay down with you. Am I taking you out just because I just feel like spending my money on you? That's not how men think. I did not go and work 80 hours, 60, 80 hours a week or 2 weeks or however long I work to make my money just to come and be Santa Claus and buy you this food. No. Me taking you out on a date is an investment. Sometimes I take you out on a date, you don't find me attractive, I don't find you attractive, we move our separate ways. It is what it is, it's a loss. You cut your losses and you move on. But do not take women out on a date and not expect nothing. Fellows, these women need to earn your time and money. I'll say that again. Single fellows. I'm not going to talk about the married men because they're married. It's a totally different ballgame. But if you're single and you're in the dating market, which is pretty much trash anyway, is if you're gonna spend your hard-earned money that you work for, somebody cost you out, gave you some dumbass task, belittled you, and you sat down there and you took it, and you end of the week or the pay weekend or the pay week, you got your little coins, you're able to pay your bills, and you decide to take a female out on a date. Make sure your goal is to smash. I just did a video about Adam and Eve. Women don't understand that for us men to walk up to a woman and express our interest, they think it's easy. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing to do. It's hard mentally. We've practiced and practiced in our head how we're going to meet the girl that we like. Hey, how am I going to approach her? I would like to take her out on a date. Ooh, okay. For most men, you don't take out a woman that you're not attracted to, at least sexually. So I responded back to her. So there you go with the shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right posture. Because she came out a position of, oh wow, it's like almost like shaming tactics. She used the shaming tactics like you paying for sex. We always pay for sex, directly or indirectly. What are you talking about? Yeah, if I have a girlfriend, or when I had my exes, when I take them out, guess what? They take care of me. It's a give and take. If I take them out and if I do things for them, I'm not doing these things for them because I just have the money to do things for them. There's a goal in mind. There's something I want too. They want something, I want something. It's a give and take interaction. Okay. Then I went on talking about what is the primary purpose on taking a woman out on a date from a man's perspective, because she failed to look at it from the man's perspective. She's coming from, oh, if I said I don't want to sleep with you, then you should respect that. All right, cool. Then you don't deserve my money. You don't deserve my time. That's how it works. You have the choice to protect your coochie and choose who you want to give it to. I have the choice to keep my resources to myself. Men have the choice to keep their resources to myself. If I'm willing to part ways for resources that I worked for 2 weeks and I'm taking your ass out on a date, best believe I'm going to get something from my investment. This is how men think. So most women don't look at it from the man's angle. If you know you're not attracted to a man, that's what I always used to say. If you're not attracted to a man, do not go out on a date with him. Some of you go out on a date with men just to eat, spend their money and spend their time. You have a man that pays for food for you, thinking that the man is just doing it just to be doing it because he's a philanthropist. Newsflash, he wants something. Maybe he doesn't have the way to tell you, or maybe he doesn't have the finesse or the swag or the confidence to really assert himself. Most men that do that are simp. I've done that as a simp. Went out with women and tried to make them happy and still not got nothing. Guess what? When Pookie and Rere came, they gave it to Pookie and Rere for free. They gave that stuff up for free. But me over here trying to become Hakim, trying to, pedestalize you and make you happy and treat you like this goddess and Nubian queen. You gonna make me wait? People like Steve Harvey, think like a man. How's that strategy working for you folks? How is that strategy working for you folks? You're gonna make a man wait for 90 days before you give it to him. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to keep taking you out on a date, keep taking you out on outings, keep taking you out on trips, and spend all this money. How about if men decides to wait for 90 days before they spend their resources on you? How about that? How is it gonna work? What do you guys think when a man asks you, okay, come on a trip with me? What do you guys think he wants? Or come on a date with an expensive reservation so I can spend $200-300 on you, and you're gonna tell me, I don't feel well. I mean, no, man, French toast that. But I'm not against men that just want to take a woman on a date and not have any kind of sexual interaction. That's cool too, but it should be what the man wants. It should be what the man wants. So, man, I'm not a forward guy like that. I don't try to just sleep with every girl I meet on the first day. No. But eventually, if I'm dating you, my goal is to get between your legs. And that's most men, unless you're gay. What in the French stores are you talking about? Talking about you pay for sex? We pay for sex directly or indirectly. This is an uncomfortable conversation, but it must be had. It's 46 minutes. I said, dates are not for men to look at women's faces while spending their money on them. That's not what dates are for. My, my, as a man, as men, when we go on date, is to show you a good time, try to show you, hey, we got resources, we can take care of you. And I'm just talking about date. Then dating can lead to something further serious, or it can just lead to regular situationship and fizzle out. Ooh. Ah. What do women think dating is for? For you to just wear nice clothes and your makeup with your weave on and your lashes and all these things. You look really nice, and we're just gonna go out. I'm supposed to open the door for you and hold your hand and walk you up the stairs and talk to the people. Dinner table for two. Then at the end of the day, I'm shelling out 200 to $300, and you're gonna tell me you're gonna go to sleep? No. Before you take a woman on a date, make sure you know what you're getting. Make sure she knows what you want. That's my advice. And I will leave it like that. If you don't agree, that's fine. You don't have to agree. Because I've done it the other way. It does not work. And I don't want to come off as being braggadocious. I've taken women out of date and not gotten nothing from them. I've taken women out of date and gotten a lot from them. And more. But I will stand on this mountain that women, if you're not attracted to this man, please leave the man alone and his resources alone. Don't go and date the man just because you're too lazy to cook or you don't want to spend your own money. And as for my friend here that said, oh, we're paying for sex, it is paying for sex when we go for date. Even if we might not sleep with the lady that night, it is still paying for sex. It's paying for potential sex. What do you think this is? Is that your shaming tactics? It's not going to work. But I'm going to leave this video at the 15-minute mark, and let me start my weekend, decompress, and happy Independence Day once again to my Nigerian folks. It's not been easy. I did drop a little Instagram video. For some reason, it's not uploaded. It takes a while for it to come up. I've been trying to get it up. Go look at that video, and I'm going to put this video on my Instagram as well. Thank you for listening, and enjoy your weekend. And if I don't see you, this weekend, maybe some other time, because I got a lot of stuff to do. And we are out and streams.